Scott's on the beat.
In as little as one word, how would you describe this past year?
I would describe it in one word: roller coaster. I feel like this year's been some of like the highest highs and some of the lowest lows we've experienced. You know, we've seen tons of growth, tons of new clients, some really awesome new team members joining. And then there's also been some sad points. You know, there's been some team members that have moved on that we really loved. But yeah, overall, great ride.
Gosh, if I could describe 2022 in one word, I'd say special. Just a super unique year. It's interesting how we describe it because he's 100% right. Because of that, I think some of the ups and downs, I look back at it and it's like, it was a unique year. It was special. It stands out like we faced some challenges. Some of them we knew, some of them we didn't know, but when you can come out of those in such a different, better place, you're like, man, there's this feeling of like what we're doing here is special. What was your mindset coming into 2022?
Well, I think one of the ways we really pushed the envelope this year was by adding new people to our team.
Yeah.
We really blew up the video team this year. Having all of those new people really added a lot of new perspectives.
Yeah.
And a lot of new creativity. You know, it's like we had creativity before, but it's like when you add diversity, you know, you just get better results in the end.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Joanna Scott. I am the Business Development Director at Studio 88. I also work on the human resources, or what we like to call the talent team. And so I work on the front lines of recruiting and hiring for our agency. There's a great quote that I love by Jim Collins, and he says, "People are not the most important assets, the right people are." And I believe there are two things that are really critical to finding the right creatives or the right team members for your business or agency, and that is time and also trusting your gut. On the time side, I would say always be connecting. Continue to make and build relationships in your community on LinkedIn so that you have those in your back pocket when you really need them. Secondly, it's really, really important, I'm huge on this, trust your gut. I think that that's a critical thing, and don't allow your analytical brain to drown out that gut feeling on that person. Your read is probably 1,000% spot on.
My name is Tyler Keller, and I'm a video producer here at Studio 88. I was just really looking for somewhere that I could actually get back to producing video and being really creative. And I ran across an ad for Studio 88, checked it out, and yeah, it just looked like it would be a great fit. I would say one of my favorite things about being a videographer here is just being able to travel and meet people from all across the country that I feel like I would otherwise have no business interacting with, and getting to learn about all these people on a weekly basis and make really creative stuff at the same time is a lot of fun.
One of my favorite things about being here, my position, is just my ability to really express and push myself creatively. And that really is just a direct result of the team around me, from the account managers to the incredible content we get from the photo and video team. I've just really been able to like kind of break through where I was and level up as a designer.
You know, in general, I'm just thankful for a place to work where, you know, we all get along very well. There's not a lot of drama. People genuinely enjoy being around each other, which I think is kind of rare for a workplace. You know, we care about getting things done. We care about performance, but not to the detriment of like the relationships that we have with each other. I think we're all good friends, and that's something that's hard to compete with, you know? It makes it tough for people to want to leave.
Gosh, I think probably what I'm most grateful for is just this spot, like being in this spot right now. Honestly, it just is, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, yeah, it's a special place that we're at right now, and I'm enjoying it. And it's kind of been like that along the ride, but yeah, just taking a moment to like be grateful for that, be thankful for it. I know this last year was one for me of just kind of taking a moment to stop and slow down a little bit. And this whole conversation of like, yeah, we chase perfection sometimes, especially when you're building something. You get so caught up in like, everything's gotta be perfect, we gotta build this thing. If we don't, it could all fall apart, and you get driven by that, and you stop and go, being present wins over perfection every day. And so my main mindset this kind of last 6 months coming into this year was like, man, just being present, enjoying this moment, enjoying this ride, and being able to, just give back to the team, make sure they're enjoying it as well. So, enjoying the roller coaster, man.